Oracle Apex 26.1 is finally here. And whenever a major Apex release drops, the first thing most developers want to do is explore the new features, test integrations, and experiment freely. But setting everything up directly on your main machine can quickly become messy. That's why, in this video, we are building a clean and isolated Oracle Apex 26.1 environment completely inside Docker. So you can safely test new features, experiment with configurations, learn the architecture, break things, rebuild quickly, and validate everything properly before taking anything anywhere near production. And the best part, we'll build the entire modern Oracle Apex stack step by step using Oracle 26AI free database, Oracle Apex 26.1, ORDS 26.1.1, and Java inside containers. So let's get started.
Welcome back to my channel Into the Oracleverse, where we learn about Oracle SQL, PL SQL, and Apex. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Before we install anything, let's first understand the architecture. This part is extremely important to understand how each and every components communicate with each other. We have five main components here. First, Oracle 26AI free database. This is where everything lives. Our Apex applications and then the metadata, workspaces, REST modules, and business data are all stored inside Oracle database. And then we have Oracle Apex. Oracle Apex runs entirely inside Oracle database itself. That means Apex is fundamentally database driven. Now here's the most important part. If Apex lives inside the database, how does the browser access it? That is where ORDS come into play. It receives HTTP requests from the browser, talks to the Oracle database, executes Apex or REST operations, and sends responses back to the browser. So ORDS acts like a bridge between the browser and the database. And because ORDS is Java based, we need Java install. Finally, we have Docker, with which we would be able to isolate and then we would be able to create a container which is portable and reproducible, and we would be able to set things up in a much cleaner way. Instead of polluting our host machine with multiple installations, everything runs cleanly inside containers. Now that's the architecture. Now let's start building the things. I'll be using my blog post as a reference. I'll share the link of this particular blog post in the video's description. First, we need Oracle 26AI free database. So first we'll have to pull the image from the registry. So to do that, I'll just have to copy this code and then I'll have to open command prompt. So I'll paste this. Since it is a Docker command, we have to ensure that the Docker desktop application is open in our system. So right now it is open in my system. So now I can just run this. Yes. So this downloads the official Oracle database free image from Oracle Container Registry. The image already contains the database, the Oracle Linux environment, and all required dependencies. It also automatically creates the container database and the default pluggable database called free PDB1. Now, once the image is downloaded, we can create and run the container. So to do that, and before doing that, I'll show the image within Docker desktop. So once it is done, you will be able to see that within the images section. So yeah, so this is the one. Since I have pulled it already, so yeah, I can actually see this here, and then the created date as 4 months ago. But still, if you can, if you pull it right now, it would be like it would show us just few minutes, and yeah, you would be able to see that as the topmost record. And then now let's move on to create the container out of this image. To do that, I'll copy this particular code and I'll paste it here. Now, before we execute it, let me just explain the ports which are involved. So port 1521 is the Oracle listener port. This is used for SQL connections. Port 5500 is for Enterprise Manager Express. And port 8080 will later be used by ORDS to expose Oracle Apex over HTTP. Now, once the container starts, the database initialization process begins internally, and this might take some minutes. So now let's just go there. So first I'll show the container section. So my container section has a free a container created out of that 26A free image. But I'll be creating a new one for this particular case. So yes, I have named it as Oracle 26A Apex 261. So let me just run it. And I was able to get a container ID. Now let me go back to and yes. So here I can actually see it. See, now it was started 8 seconds ago. So this is already up and running. So now we'll have to monitor the startup logs. So to do that, we can just copy this and we can run it here. And I can see that the database is ready. There is one more way in which we would be able to see it. So we just have to expand it. And within this, we have a particular log section. So here we would be able to see if the database is up and running. So this is up and running. So now we'll do one more check with we'll see if it is connecting with via SQL CL. So I have my SQL CL set up in my system, and I have a particular video with which you would be able to set up if you haven't set it up yet. So I'll add that in the info section. Let's verify the connectivity. To do that, I'll just copy this, and I'll go to command prompt. Now I'll exit by pressing Control C, and I'll just paste this. So yes, so now I have it. I can just click enter. So it was able to successfully connect. This connection confirms three important things. The listener is running, and then the PDB is open, and the credentials are valid. If this works successfully, our database layer is ready. Now we need two things, Java and Apex files. So we'll have to download both beforehand. For Java, we have a particular website. I can share this particular URL in the description. So here we'll have to take the 64-bit Linux version. So we'll have to take this. I'll just download it by clicking this. It is downloaded. Now if you're following the same manual that I am following right now, you need not change anything here. So now let's go to the official page of Oracle Apex downloads, and then we can download the latest version. So we can just click this, and we would be able to see the Apex latest zip file being downloaded. Yes, so now we have both the files in our local system. Now let's copy them into the container. So to do that, we just have to copy this, and let's go to command prompt. Let me just do this. So here I am copying the particular zip file of the JDK from my downloads to the OPT folder. So this OPT folder is a place where we usually move across the third-party softwares. And so now I just have to change this your user into my actual user name. So you can just copy the files path. So that's pretty much it. So it should look like this, and I'll click enter. Yes, so it was able to successfully copy it. Now let me do the same for Apex as well. So I'll have to paste this, and then change the username to my system's username, and then you just have to verify if the file name is right, and just click enter. Yes, now since we are able to move the zip files into the container, let's enter the container to install Java. So to do that, copy this, and then come back to command prompt, and let's paste it, and I'll click enter. So now you should see something like this. So we have entered the container. So I'll switch to the root. So to do that, we'll just press SU, we'll just type SU space hyphen. So now I am in the root, as I have logged in as the root user. So now I'll have to go to the OPT folder. So to do that, I'll just type CD OPT. Yes. So now I have logged into this OPT. So now I'll have to extract Java. So to do that, I'll just have to copy this, and I'll paste it here. Now I'll click enter. Yes, so it is done. So now we have extracted it. Now the next step is to create a symbolic link with which we would be able to ensure Java is accessible globally. So to do that, I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, and yes, so now it is done. So finally, we'll have to verify the installation. So to do that, I'll type Java space hyphen version. Yes, so this confirms that the Java setup is done, and yes, so it is Java 17. Now, on to the next step. So we'll do the same thing. So we'll have to extract Apex. So to do that, we have to ensure that we are in OPT folder. If you are in some other folder, so you have to follow the same thing, cd/opt, and you will have to navigate here. And once you are here, you will have to unzip the Apex zip file. So to do that, I'll copy this, and paste it here, and yes, this might take a moment. Yes, so now it's done. Now we'll this would have the installation scripts, the static image files and administrative utilities within it. So we'll come back to it at a later point. Now the next step is very important. So we'll have to switch to the Oracle user. To do that, I'll have to type su space hyphen space Oracle. Yes. So we can see that we are logged in as Oracle user. Now we'll have to load the environment. So to do that, before that, I'll just, yes, I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. And so now this is the most important part. So we'll have to provide the actual values for SID and other things. So we'll have to follow whatever is written here. In for SID, we can actually provide the value as free. So I'll just type it as free. So now the Oracle base has been set to OPT Oracle. Now this change has to be made persistent. So to do that, we'll be typing. So let me go back to my blog post and I'll copy this. Let me paste it and yes. So now to enable editing, I'll have to press I. So now you would be okay. Yes. So you would be able to see this tab insert. Paste this exact stuff. Yes. And I'll be pressing escape. Now you can see this has vanished. So I'll have to type this to W. Oh sorry, WQ and enter. So that's it. Now the changes are made persistent. So we have added the set of commands in the bash profile. This prevents us from repeatedly configuring the environment after every new shell session. Now we are ready to install Oracle Apex. So to do that, I'll copy this and I'll just paste it here. Yes, so it has connected. And then I'll copy this, paste it here. So the session has been altered right now. So this is the pluggable database where we'll have to run the Apex installations part. So now yeah, so there is an important thing that we'll have to do. So we'll have to navigate to the directory, Apex directory. So let me exit once and let me launch it directly from that particular directory. So this is very important. Yes. Now let me launch SQL Plus session again and I can just install Apex. So let me paste this and enter. This process took several minutes. Now the Apex schemas, the metadata repository, the runtime engine, and internal workspaces are installed. Now we can go ahead with the ORDS preparation. So to do that, we'll have to switch back to the root. So now we would automatically be inside sys. So I'll just exit and now we are logged in as Oracle user, so we'll have to switch back to the root user. So to do that, we'll type su space hyphen and now we are in the root. I'll have to create certain directories. To do that, let me go back to my blog post and yes, so we have switched back to the root user. So I'll just copy this. So I'll be creating certain directories and I'll execute it. Yes, now let me copy the other directory as well and let me just execute it. So with this, we'd be able to create directories for ORDS and its configurations. So now we'll have to provide it relevant permissions because ORDS would store the configuration logs and wallet files, etc. within the config directory. So it needs to own or it needs to it needs to be able to write things and it should also be able to modify the things that are present. So to do that, we'll have to run these certain lines. So I'll be copying this and I'll execute it. And let me copy this as well and I'll execute. Yes. Now on to the next section where we'll have to download and extract the ORDS. So unlike Java and Apex, we need not download it directly from the website. So we do have a particular URL. So from here, we'll be able to get the latest version. But still, there's a programmatic way to do it. So we can just go log in as Oracle user. So I'll just show that step right now. So I'll just come here and I'll navigate to the newly created ORDS. Yes, now we are within ORDS and let me run this. So with this, we should be able to pull that zip file within our system. Yes, it has started, so it is working fine. Yes, so we were able to download it, even though the name is ords.zip, so we are storing it as ords.zip. So now we'll have to unzip it. So to do that, we have a command, and we are in the same folder, so we can just directly run it. Didn't take much time. Now it is just installation. So we'll just run it. Yes. So now we'll have to provide the database connection name. So since we are using the free PDB one, so we'll provide two. Yes. So now it is asking for the administrator username. So we'll have to provide it as sys. And now we'll have to enter the password. So the password would be the same. So when we were creating that container, we would have provided a password. You could see that here. So I have named it as your password 123. So that would be my password. So let me go back and type it. So now it has retrieved certain information. So we'll have to just provide A to accept things. So I'll just provide A and then yes. Yes, it has been initialized, so I can easily check it. I'll just have to create a new tab and type in local host 8080 and I can see the ORDS page. Now I would have to click this, and as expected, so we have a particular issue. So I have covered that in the blog post as well. So to fix that particular issue, all we need to do is make a directory. So to do that, let's go back. Now there is one another way with which we would be able to access that containers terminal. So we would be able to just access it from here. So just by this feature, we would be able to directly come in, and then we would be able to yeah. So now I have logged in as the root, and now to paste, so here it is shift and insert. Yes, so I can paste it like that, and I can just click enter. So that directory has been created. Now I'll have to create a symbolic link, just how we did for Java. So we'd have to do the same stuff, and I'll come here, shift plus insert, and yes, so it is done. Now once it is done, let us restart ORDS. So let me just come here, and I'll press Control C, and now again to restart it, so we just have to type ORDS. So yes, now this should have taken in the recent changes. Yes, so now it's up and running. Let me go back. Maybe I'll create a new tab. Yes, now let me go to Apex. Yes, so now I can see that I am within the 26.1 version, and with this we would be able to confirm that the installation has worked as expected. Now the next step would involve creating the admin user, which I have covered in a different video. I'll add that in the info section as well. And that's it. So we have successfully installed Oracle Database 26 AI free version, Oracle Apex 26.1, Java, and ORDS 26.1.1 inside the Docker container from scratch. But more importantly, you now understand how the entire Oracle Apex architecture works internally. You would also be able to know why Apex lives inside the database, why ORDS exists, and things like that. In upcoming videos, we'll continue building on top of this by exploring in other areas in and around the setup. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you learn something new or find what you are looking for, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to drop a comment below. And if you are interested in more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.